Hello and welcome to Fish in Old School Magic. Now this is an X Points video, so please check out the description below for more about this awesome format. Fish at its heart is a tempo deck. It uses synergistic beaters backed up with disruption like bounce and counterspell to try and finish off our opponents. We also have these cards for reach to punch some extra damage through or take care of creatures. Control magic can also be super annoying. These are the attackers that we're playing. Some are much better than others, notably Serendib Efreet, but it's also worth mentioning if we clone a bunch of lords, then our smaller guys really will become massive. We're also playing Mishra's Factory, so we can use that as a beater too. It's just an all-round excellent card. Actually, Lord of Atlantis has been errated. It's a MERFOK now. It doesn't pump itself, but if we have two in play, they will pump each other. This is a really bad card. I don't like playing it. I mostly just included it for nostalgia. If you want to splash, this is probably one of the first cards you'll take out. There's a ton of great options for splashing. I personally like to splash red to give the deck a bit of extra punch, so I play these two burn spells in place of MERFOK of the Pearl Trident and Boomerang. For other mana, we've got the Mox because we really want that double blue as early as possible, and a ton of islands because, like I said, we need that double blue. This is an X point list, so we can have 10 points worth of cards from this list. I've allocated those like this. We have Time Walk because it's just great in a creature deck. Mox I've already explained, and Mana Drain is just an extra added point. But don't worry, if you want to make a budget version of this deck, there's plenty of ways to do that. You can replace them with some additional cards like these. So our sideboard contains Blue Blasts for against red decks, Psychic Purge against discard and small creatures, Aetherflux against artifacts, and then a bunch of creature hating stuff. There's also a few other MERFOKs that you might want to consider playing, and some artifacts that would be great, especially if you're not splashing another color. We're a tempo deck, so we're an aggro deck with somewhat controlling elements, but we will get aggroed out by things like White Weenie or Mono Red that are just much faster and more efficient than we are. The strengths of the deck: it's fun, it's cheap, it's iconic, it's very good against control, but it is weak. Our guys are fragile by themselves, and aggro decks like White Weenie can just run us over as our creatures are much smaller and not as good in combat. Here's an example of the red-blue list I talked about, and thank you for watching.